Thank you. Thank you, friends. The President of the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee has just released the 7 guarantees which the Congress gave to the people of Nagaland. Congress Ase, Upay Ase. That is the campaign theme of these 7 guarantees. Congress Ase, Upay Ase. I will let him speak on the 7 guarantees in some detail. But before that, I want to make a couple of observations on this election campaign. Yesterday, after my press conference in Kohima, the BJP challenged the Congress party to a debate on the manifesto. We accept this challenge. Before we enter into this debate, I would like the BJP to clarify 3 issues. Without clarification of these 3 issues, any debate on a manifesto is pointless, meaningless, and a waste of time. Number 1, in 2018, the BJP went to the people of Nagaland with a slogan, election for solution. 5 years later, I want to ask the BJP, where is the solution? It is only confusion. It is election for confusion, not election for solution. On 3rd of August 2015, a philosophical statement was signed, which is called Framework Agreement. 8 years later, the people of Nagaland are still awaiting the so-called solution that Mr. Modi promised. So, before we enter into a debate, let the BJP clarify, 8 years after the Framework Agreement, where is the solution? What solution? Solution for whom? Is it solution for a headline? Is it solution for a photo opportunity? Or is it a solution for peace, harmony, and development in Nagaland? Second, I would like the BJP to categorically state clearly in simple English that they will not disturb Article 371A of the Indian Constitution. This is a party that in 8 hours, in a dictatorial manner, abolished Article 370. Article 371A was introduced into the Indian Constitution 61 years ago by the Congress party to preserve, protect, and promote. All 3 P's are important. Preserve, protect, and promote the interests of Nagaland and its society. A party that has abolished Article 370, will it give a categorical assurance to the people of Nagaland that they will not disturb Article 371A in letter and spirit? This is the second condition that I would like to put forward before we enter into a debate. And thirdly, will the BJP categorically, clearly condemn the statement made by one of the front organizations of the RSS, the JDSSM, that calls into question the issue of reservations for tribal Christians? Will the BJP categorically condemn and dissociate itself from the JDSSM's dangerous statements on reservations? So these are the 3 conditions. 1, Where is election for solution gone? What is solution? Where is the solution? Number two, preserve, protect, promote Article 371A. And number three, will you condemn and dissociate from JDSSM? If you do these three things, President of the PCC will enter into a debate on the manifesto. Otherwise, this debate which the BJP wants is a complete waste of time. Now, I want to raise one more issue, which is very important. The BJP, in all its state level manifestos, whether it is Gujarat, whether it is Himachal Pradesh, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, now I am sure in Karnataka, promises uniform civil code. What is its approach to uniform civil code in Nagaland? I have here, and this is a public document which I will give you the link to. This is a August 2018 report of the Law Commission of India. 2018. This Law Commission was chaired by Justice B.S. Chauhan, who is a retired judge of the Supreme Court. This Law Commission was appointed by Mr. Modi, the BJP government. It's a 200-page report. It is called Consultation Paper on Reform of Family Law. And I will just read out 2 lines from paragraph 1.15. This is a public document available on the net, which I will share with you immediately after the press conference is over. Paragraph 1.15 reads as follows. This commission, that means the Law Commission, has therefore dealt with laws that are discriminatory in nature, rather than providing a uniform civil code which is neither necessary nor desirable at this stage. This is not the Congress party saying. This is the Law Commission appointed by the BJP government, writing in August 2018, Uniform Civil Code is neither necessary nor desirable at this stage. So this is the hypocrisy of the BJP. I believe that a party that created Nagaland state, a full-fledged state, way back in 1963, a party that introduced Article 371A in the Indian Constitution a year earlier, that is in 1962. This is the only party that can protect the diversity of Nagaland. Religious diversity, cultural diversity, linguistic diversity, ethnic diversity. Only the Congress party, which created Nagaland, which created Article 371A, only the Congress party is in a position to protect and promote the interests of the society. It's only the Congress party that can bring Nagaland back on the road of peace, harmony, and development. Last 5 years has been a story of broken promises. I saw big hoardings in Dimapur this morning with photograph of the Prime Minister saying 4,157 kilometers of roads. Where are these roads? 4,157 kilometers means that every bedroom in Nagaland must be a road. Where are these roads? You can travel from Kohima to Dimapur, which is the main highway, and you can see the quality of the roads. District headquarters are not connected by roads. Connectivity to other states is incomplete. And Mr. Modi is claiming 4,157 kilometers of roads. All over Dimapur, these hoardings are giving out this impression. The biggest failure of this government is failure to provide road connectivity, which is a basic job of any government. The failure to provide reliable electricity, which is the basic job of any government. The failure to provide adequate sports facilities in a society where sports plays a very important role. And you all know how long the sports stadium in Dimapur has been under construction for well over a decade. So this is a story of broken promises. And they talk of Jal Jeevan mission. There is no Jal. What is the point in having a Jal Jeevan mission? So I think the time has come in Nagaland on the 27th of this month for the people to recognize that they have been betrayed. They've been betrayed by the BJP and its B team allies. All other parties, the NDPP, other parties, these are all fronts of the BJP. So this is a time it's a turning point. It's a crucial moment in the history of Nagaland. And I believe that the Congress Party, with its long years of experience and its ability to carry people along in a collective manner, is in a position to provide the type of administration that Nagaland so badly needs, particularly the youth of Nagaland. And this is reflected in the average age in our candidates. For the first time, the average age of the Congress candidates is between 35 and 37. It has never happened before. We are projecting a new face. We are projecting fresh faces, people from non-political families, from different backgrounds. So the Congress Party is also undergoing a process of transformation. I think this is a time for the people of Nagaland to support the Congress Party, because in this transformation of the Congress Party lies the transformation of the environment of the state of Nagaland. Finally, I wish to say that the Congress Party supports any initiative by any civil society organization to have free and fair elections in Nagaland. And what do I mean by free and fair? By free and fair means no money power, no liquor power, no drug power, no forcible voting. Any civil society organization that is taking an initiative to clean the election process in Nagaland, the Congress Party will extend its wholehearted support. And I believe that the people of Nagaland also will extend their fullest support. I will now request my colleague, the Honorable PCC President, to give you some idea of these 7 guarantees. I think these are very, very specific guarantees that we have provided to the people. We will prepare a report to the people of Nagaland every year, giving the status of implementation of these guarantees. We will have external audit by civil society organizations of the implementation of these recommendations. You don't have to believe government departments. We will have external audit of the state of implementation so that the credibility of these guarantees. So I request my colleague to give you more information on these guarantees, and then whatever questions that you have.
Thank you for the opportunity. Guarantees of Congress, Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee and All India Congress Committee have applied on mine for the welfare of our society, our people, and our children. We felt senior citizens were left out without attention. Therefore, we have planned and assured that senior citizens from all age, we call all age 60 years and above, and widows of 40 years and above, would be paid a pension of Rs 3,000 monthly. We hope this will take care of our parents. We also have agreed and we commit ourselves to implement 33% of reservation for women in the urban local bodies. We are seriously concerned about eastern regions who have been parading their demand because of the grievances and also the difficulties they are facing last few months. We therefore have decided to create mini secretariat in eastern region, which will cover about 6-7 districts. Mini secretariat with a director of school education, which will take care of their own area so that they don't have the trouble to come to Kohima for teachers and education purpose. We also have decided to relocate to the Department of Development for Underdevelopment Areas at Johnson so that they can plan, supervise, and develop themselves. We also have offered them, assured, committed that 33% reservation of backward be awarded on the basis of annual vacancies. The other issue we have given, the commitment we have given is that under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Scheme, we have decided to pay 100% wages money and also materials, which are mainly for villages. In today's situation, we see 7 days wages are paid in a year, or sometimes even less. The rest, they loot. We also have considered that our students have difficulties in climbing up in their education. Therefore, we have decided to offer zero interest for higher educations. We also have assured that clean drinking water will be supplied to all residences, all person at a rate of 200 liters per day, especially in the urban area and in the rural area, maybe around 100 to 150 as an average. People have asked me, how are you going to do this? I said, we'll create huge artificial lakes, collect waters and filter, use them for irrigation as well as for drinking purpose. Nagaland is blessed with heavy rains and with a lot of summer surplus waters. We feel this the most important factor in human need because 75% of our body is composition of water, and clean water is a necessity to keep our health in good condition. We also have applied our mind as to how to employ the entire youth population. And therefore, one of our objectives is that everybody should be employed in the sports. After HLC, everybody should go into some training of skill training so that when they finish their education, they can choose their own hobby to develop. Here, to employ the youth, we also have assured 10,000 micro, small, medium entrepreneurs schemes, which is available with the government, so that we can see the growth and we can also employ our youth. So these are few things, and to activate this, we will be requiring uninterrupted power supply. Therefore, we have also planned that the power supply will be one of the priority we give to the people. We say that two-lane road connecting all the districts, so that in order to facilitate the growth of economy and also employment. These are few commitments which I can now present you. We have released our election manifesto. The remaining are there, therefore we can also go through and ensure that given opportunity, Congress will implement and fulfill the commitments. Thank you.
Let me just add one word to one of these guarantees that has been made. The third guarantee is 100% payment of wages under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. I was Rural Development Minister for over 3 years, and I had something to do with the formulation and implementation of this act. I can confidently say that this act in Nagaland is nothing but loot. It is loot by the BDOs, some of whom have got elected in 2018, some of whom became ministers. These wages are meant for the poor. They're meant for people who are unemployed. But in Nagaland, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act is used by officials with the patronage of those who have been elected for private benefit. This is the biggest problem facing Nagaland. Whether it is roads, where today most roads in Nagaland are potholes connected between potholes by tar. Normally you have tar and then you have few potholes. In Nagaland you have lots of potholes and a little bit of tar or bitumen. Biggest source of loot is roads, and the second biggest source of loot is the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. So this one of the 7 guarantees that has been made is very, very important. I think the most important guarantee of all the 7 throughout, it has not been said in so many terms, but that is the spirit of these 7 guarantees, is that we will provide a clean and transparent administration. This is money for the people of Nagaland, not for those who are elected or for those who are in government as government officials. So we will hold ourselves accountable to the people of Nagaland year after year. Thank you. Okay, any questions that you have, I would be glad to answer. Yes, sir.
Namaskar.
Hooray! Yamuna Chaya.
Sir, my question is, now we are seeing there is a difference between BJP and NDPP here in Nagaland.
Yes.
So are you willing to do business with Rio minus BJP or with BJP minus Rio?
We will never do business with BJP. Let it be very clear. We will never do business with BJP.
You can do it
That
Rio.
question does not arise. Secondly, You know, BJP is a past master at having marriage alliances and then creating circumstances for a temporary divorce and then getting remarried again. This has happened in state after state. So I am under no illusion. NDPP is a B team of the BJP. They may have their differences. These are all for public consumption. But they're all part of the same political alliance, whether it is in Meghalaya with the NPP or whether it is in Tripura with the TMC, it is also B team of the BJP, or whether it is in Nagaland with the NDPP. So let me say very categorically, Congress will ally with any political party that shares its ideology, is committed to Article 371A, is committed to a peaceful, urgent, and harmonious solution to the problem of insurgency and militancy, shares these 7 guarantees. Under no circumstances will we even align or talk of an alliance with the BJP.
Any other question?
Yeah. It's on the pledge for 33% women reservation, as mentioned 87 guarantees.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I mean, is the Congress so sure that you can guarantee it, that you won't back down if there is protest from the people like it happened in 2017? Because all political parties backed out eventually.
I'll ask the PCC president to answer, then I'll say something.
Urban local bodies are not custom, culture, or anything as such related to urban development. We don't feel that it should be connected with culture, custom, and deprive the women participate in the process of making decisions. Women are more important in making cities and homes clean. They know better than men. There's no reason why we will back out from what we have committed to the people. I'm sure people understand the importance of women's role in the process of making the state beautiful and clean.
33% reservation. 33% reservation to urban local bodies for women in no way undercuts Article 371. Let's be very clear. It no way weakens, it no way compromises, it no way subverts Article 371, which is supreme. This is a matter of administrative decision, in urban local bodies. And we have done this in other states. We were the state first party that brought the amendment to the Constitution in 1993, the 73rd and 74th Amendment, 1/3 reservation for women. Congress party under Dr. Manmohan Singh passed the law in the Rajya Sabha for 1/3 reservation for women. It could not pass in the Lok Sabha. For 8 years, the BJP has done nothing to get this law passed in the Lok Sabha. It is already passed in the Rajya Sabha. So I think this concern that you have raised is a valid concern, but it would have been valid if it was impinging on Article 371. It does not. It's a matter of day-to-day administration, as the president of the PCC has explained.
Because my question was, I understand it does not infringe on Article 371A. ULP has no relation with administration of the cities. But my question was, almost all the political parties backed out in 2017 eventually. Now,
Congress,
now would the Congress assure that you will stand your ground if at all there's protest from the people?
we have never backed out. Congress have never backed out. And we have committed something which we feel it is genuine and good for the people, we will win the heart of our people.
See, the difference between the BJP's guarantee and the Congress's guarantee. The BJP's guarantees are guaranteed to get a headline. Election for solution. It is a headline grabbing guarantee. But when we are making a guarantee, these 7 guarantees, I know one of them has raised the question that you have raised. We're making it fully conscious of the fact that there will be people who will raise questions on this. But we are committed to the implementation of this guarantee. That's the simple, straightforward answer. This is not an empty guarantee. If you look at the 2018 manifesto of the BJP, which I believe is not available on the website, it has been removed from the website, but they don't want the 2018 manifesto to be compared with what has happened in the last 5 years. You find a lot of headline grabbing guarantees. These are not headline grabbing guarantees. These are very specific commitments that we are making to the people. But I think your question is very important. I appreciate the sentiment behind your question because we've had this problem in the past. This has been an issue which has evoked a lot of difference of opinion in Nagaland. I'm very conscious of this. But in spite of that, we have made this question.
No, I think if you see the record of the Congress party, whether it is on all the guarantees, whether it's Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Himachal, whatever we committed, we have in our manifesto we have done. So you can rest be assured. And the most important thing I think is the 50% of the population of Nagaland are women. They have been very active in all of the fields, except in political movements. They may be in civil societies and they may be there. In fact, Nagaland got the first legislature only recently in the Rajasthan. We have given a women candidate, but it's important for more women to come forward. And we also appeal to the 50% of Nagaland population to vote for the Congress party because we are the only party which wants to guarantee your legal representation in the urban local bodies. Thank you. Any other questions?
Sir, I have one question. The BJP manifesto seems to be very attractive, and they have assured that if they come in power with NTPP, they will sanction and invest 1,000 crore to promote research, project, conservation of languages and cultural of all communities in Nagaland. So, what is your opinion on that?
Let me say that the BJP's track record of protecting diversity in any state is very, very poor. The fundamental difference between the BJP and the Congress, and this goes to the heart of your question, the BJP believes in uniformity. One nation, one tax. One nation, one food. One nation, one leader. One nation, one party. One nation, one ration card. They want uniformity. But remember, the founding principle of the Indian Republic is not uniformity. It is unity in diversity. And there is one step more than unity in diversity. It is unity through diversity. It's only the Congress party that will accept, respect, and celebrate diversity. So you can make all these commitments. You can make all these commitments. I have myself spoken in Parliament. If you're interested, I'll send you the link to my speech in the next couple of minutes, where I showed that the BJP is spending money only for the promotion of Sanskrit and has not given money for the promotion of Marathi, Tamil, Odia, Bengali, regional languages. But they're giving lots and lots of money, hundreds of crores for Sanskrit. So, these promises that you can make, you can write these promises. One thing The Prime Minister is the world's acknowledged expert in marketing, branding, and packaging. There is nobody to compete with our Prime Minister. Apart from his dress, which changes 3 times a day, depending on where he is. Marketing, packaging, and branding is supreme. So you can, in a manifesto, you can write all these wonderful, we will give 1,000 crores for this, and they will give some name for that. They will provide some nice little title, all that scheme, some nice little scheme. But it doesn't mean. Look at the track record of what has happened from 2008 to 2013. Performance speaks louder than promise. Most important. And what is it?
Only one thing. How can a manifesto be attractive? Because the previous manifesto was also attractive. And they didn't do a single promise. If you pull out the 2018 manifesto, that means they continue to fool the people of Nagaland. So the question is, if you want to write fairy tales, why ask only BJP? Because you can get a better writer. Why this BJP writers writing nonsense on and giving you some paper? Just ask them what happened in 2018. Please show me the manifesto.
I have one question. This is regarding one of the issues that you want the BJP to clarify, which is regarding the JDSSM, where they're delisting the tribal Christians. So day before yesterday during the press conference, they did give a statement regarding it, saying that they have no idea about this and they cannot stop people from the freedom of speech, and they will not tolerate as well if it does happen in Nagaland. They did give that statement. So would you like to counter that?
I'll make 2 comments. They are insulting the intelligence of people of India. If they think that they don't know what JDSSM is, who's behind JDSSM, where it is run from, where it gets its orders from. Do they think people are fools? Everybody knows what the front organization JDSSM is and what its mother organization is. That's my first response to this. Second, did they condemn it? No. Did they dissociate themselves from it? No. You're just asking, who is JDSSM? Number 3. Let me say that in BJP, they may say we believe in freedom of speech. But in Modi government, in Modi's time, in Modi regime, the issue is not freedom of speech. The issue is freedom after speech. Yes, we have freedom of speech. I can criticize. I'm criticizing every day. But what happens after speech? Will ED come after me? Will CBI come after me? Will income tax come after me? I'm prepared. So freedom after speech is more important. Freedom of speech is guaranteed to us by the Constitution. Who is guaranteeing freedom after speech? Only the Congress Party. Anybody else? Yeah. Can I speak for them? Let's go.
Thank you.